I am a land of heroines, warrior women, craftswomen and queens. A tribe of sisters and daughters of Danu. A land of passion, where 3 fires burn bright. The fire of the forge, the warrior spirit, the fire of the hearth of our community, the fire of inspiration, for many artists have been bound by her mystery. My land is a place of beauty, where mineral streams tumble over coloured rock, throwing silver light across the hills. Imagine 1,000 sunsets at Ishnok, of tangerine pink and gold. The briars, hedges, valleys and fields, oh, and all the creatures who live there. The mountain's breast and the forest floor, where relics and roots bind together a place rich in song and story. With my sisters, Banba and Fódla, we make 3 queens of Ireland. With ease and grace, we have created our home in harmony with the rivers, the trees, the herrings and the worms. We have led charge to fleets of warriors and reigned victorious. We fought together, side by side, and where we fell, over the red fields of Taltu, our druids cast up a veil to the land and disguised our spirits from this world of seeing and knowing, so none would see us or know us anymore. I am Eiru, the woman from whom this land takes her name. On the foam of the waves, in the breath of the wind, here I remain. And my fires burn bright for those who seek me. Have you ever heard of the Phantom Queen? A shapeshifter, practiced in druidic arts. She who could transform herself from an irresistible woman into an old and haggard crone, to an eel winding through dark and stormy waters, and a heifer strong and bold, gazing through 2 red eyes. Then up into the sky, with a wingspan of shining black and purple feathers, heralding in the fate of warriors below. she who followed only her own will and never the command of men. Oh, and all those who fell fearful at the feet of her power. I am Morrigan. There are many know my name, but none who could be close to me. I am a flickering shadow, a doubt in your mind, a hope for safety, for victory, the fear of death. And you may have heard of some of my children. There's Scahach, the shadowy one who trained the greatest warriors of her time at her school on the Isle of Skye. Aoife, feared by all who came before her. Bridget, skilled in every art she turned her hand to. Well, she had it all, and was kind to all who deserved it. Then there was Meccy, my son, who met his fate at the hand of the druid Macha. My son had 3 hearts, and in each heart was a snake coiling around itself. Within the 4 chambers there, squeezing the muscle and feeding on his blood. It was said that if these snakes ever escaped, they would grow in size endlessly and devour every corner of Ireland until there was nothing left but 3 giant snakes on an ocean of forgotten memories. I didn't care. I was his mother, and I did everything I could to save him. Diancecht shrouded himself with spells of invisibility. He stole my Meccy away, and in the dark of night he plunged steel into his living flesh. He cut the 3 hearts and the 3 snakes and burned them to ash, casting the poison ashes into the river Barrow and leaving my son to his bitter fate. I could never forgive this, so I gave up on light. There's nothing that interests me there, and I live in the shadows, in the dark. I am known in many forms. They call me the Morrigan. And as the Morrigan, I have many names. My sisters of war, Badb, Nemain and Macha, all parts of Morrigan, all worshipped and feared by warriors. It is my work to ignite fear and passion on the eve of battle. And it is many a battlefield I have witnessed, crimson red with the sacrifice of our enemies. I am a harbinger of death and loss. As Badb, I appear before you, crooked, distorted, dark, and strange. The scald crow. On the eve of the Battle of Taltu, I took to the storm skies to herald in the death of my own people. My dark wingspan opened out in the rolling thunder and lashing gale. With a painful shriek, I opened my voice and called in the fate of Banba, Fódla, and Eiru. I knew the time of Danu's people had come. There are those who worship me, but do not envy me. There are few who could bear the burden of Badb. Between states, with no side to stand upon, and totally alone save for the corpses of friend and foe that pile up around me. Do not pity me, for I have chosen my fate. And it is few who are granted this divine right. And you should know me too, when the water swells and erupts through great storm clouds overhead, where the hot front meets the cold in a great clash and tears through the land, sending shivers to the very core of the earth. There you feel the power of my summoning. I am Nemain, and you do not want to meet me in battle. You cannot plunge a blade into my flesh, and you can never kill me. You cannot even see me. I am the very source of madness, insanity, frenzy, and battle fury. When the great warrior Cuchulainn summoned me over a battle of cows, when he stood there staring out on the thousands who rose up against him, filled with hatred, filled with anger, he let out a cry that all could hear, and I flew to meet him. I intoxicated Queen Maeve's army. I sent them into such a state of delirium, so that when they heard my cry, which pierced the air and echoed through the hollow trees, their knees buckled in terror, and they fell on their own spears, driving pointed steel through their own hearts, laid down by their own hands and the women's they came to kill with. And I laughed at their fate. Feel me in the brewing ocean, in the sharp rain, as the blood trickles over the hills. And a shriek cuts the sky. Feel my power through to the very center of this earth and back. No one will ever stand against Nemain. And I love my land. Dare not harm her, because if you do, you should know that I'm waiting in the wings. And the troops of Ulster slain by Nemain's battle cry fell too at Macha's curse. I am Macha. I tried my hand at a mortal life. I married a man who was normal, kind, and gentle. His wife had gone before me and left him to raise their 2 children. Together we healed his broken heart and tended to the hearth of home. We were happy, and even happier when we discovered that we would have 2 children of our own, growing inside my belly, part mortal and part Danu. But for the fickle soul of a powerful man, they were killed before they ever drew a breath. My husband boasted to the King of Ulster that I am swifter on foot than any of his prize horses. The king ordered me to race his chariot. Out of pride, out of ego, and for nothing but his entertainment, I begged him to wait until after the birth of our children. And he refused me. He said he would kill my husband if I did not oblige his wish, and that he would kill my husband if I lost the race. For him, the life of my unborn children was a game. And when I revealed myself to him, when I showed the great king that I am Macha, no chariot can outrun me, as I raced past his prize horses, leaving them far behind me. The pains shot through my womb, and the blood began to spill down my legs, leaving a red track behind me. And when I reached the finish line, with the pool of blood below, I turned to the king. I turned to the men of Ulster, who knew my children were dead, and I put my curse on them. And many years later, as I watched the men of Ulster fall in their hour of need, struck down 9 times by the pain of a woman in childbirth, and defeated there in agony, I did not get my peace. I am haunted by that racetrack. I run in circles in my mind. Every night, the grief, and every day, the turmoil, round and around and around. Never stopping, but wishing that I could. I am a nation of warrior women. Disguised now by nothing but a thinning veil. That veil was cast up between worlds to separate the people of Danu from those who took the land. The perfect land. We lived in such harmony. We lived among you. Caring for the waters, the trees, the hills, the creatures, and each other. Creating art, music, and poetry. That veil was cast up for our protection. But what if we began to peel back that veil, to reveal the faces of the women beneath? To see the richness of our history and our culture, to celebrate all who have gone before us. Because we remain here still, and we keep those fires burning. The fire of the forge, fire of the hearth, and fire of inspiration. In the name of Badb, Nemain, Macha, and Morrigan, to the 3 queens of Ireland, Banba, Fódla, and Eiru, to the rich tapestry of great women upon whom our land is built and named, that we keep these fires burning, that we light these fires in our own hearts, and we carry them forth. It is time for the great reveal. Remember our names. Remember our stories. We are the children of Danu.